Okay, now we're back to where we saw the creature at Caesar Creek, part 1. We're heading back there. This is where we walk to it. But right now, this is, I think it's April 27th, 2015. And the lake is extremely low because they're building that marina. So they've drained the water way down. But it was back through this woods right here. That was all the way back in 2012. So this time I just happened to have my camera with me. See how low the water is. And windy. And this is where we went back. This takes us back to where we saw whatever that was that day, or that evening, July of 2012. This is the path back here. There's a lot of people that will watch this that know exactly where this is and what the trail is like. But it's like, it's just kind of spooky how low the water is. There's only one boat ramp that's operational because the water is that low. And there's just trees everywhere down around the edge. Okay, we're getting muddy up here. But back here is where we heard what we heard that day in 2012. And we've been back here several times, and we've seen structures built from downed trees, just little, believe me, I would love to get whatever that was on video, but not at the expense of becoming mother to baby Sasquatch. And he is over there. He's walking on that point. He's over there. Wow, look how far down that goes. Because the water used to be right here. Now, I'm going through the woods. He's going on the shoreline. It's about probably 3:30 in the afternoon right now. But this is, I'm almost to the point where I don't want to say we encountered it, because what we saw was eyes reflecting in our flashlights. But man, it made your skin crawl, because whatever that was, it was at least, I would say, close to 7 feet tall, and right up there. If I can get down this hill without going face first into the mud. Wow, look how low this is. Okay, folks, we call this Bigfoot Beach. It's footprints, but unless he's wearing hiking boots, oh, let me go this way. Because there's a big cutout in the sand there where the water went through. Now, I was standing right up here. I was right, almost exactly right here. And right in there, we were standing that close to those woods, and it was about 9:20 in the evening, if I remember. And we saw eyes, I'm trying to do it on the camera, right about that level where my finger is in the picture. We saw eyes, and they were like right, kind of like right in between those trees it would have been. And then they moved over that way at the same height. So you can see that's going to be about 7 feet off the ground. And then it was really, it was dusk, but it wasn't dark yet, but it was, the woods back in there was dark. It was very dark. Because of course the trees were full then, but it would have been, I see something's been on this tree. Right here, there, down there. Now right up in here right about in here was where whatever we saw was looking down. So it was back in here, but more like right about in here. And then you can see it just gets thicker and darker back in here. You know, and the thing is, what I can remember, it's like it was not threatening. You know, it didn't seem aggressive. It was just more, you know, more like just watching us. Okay, now I'm up in here in this woods by myself, and he is down on the beach. And I really, really wish, without any threat or danger, that I could actually see something on camera. Of course, the water is so low right now. We were gonna try a little bit of fishing, but you see there's a trail here. It's still a worn path for something. I don't see any deer hoof prints. We saw those earlier, but not here. And you can see it's just nothing but thicket. And I don't see anything. Of course, it's midday. It was dusk. It was like 9 o'clock in July, which you know is still, it's still light, but getting dark. So I'm going to walk back and see where he went, because I think we're going to do a little bit of fishing while the water is so incredibly low. Caught a lot of white bass up here in this area. It sticks in my hair. But This is it, folks. This is where we were that evening in July 2012. God, I wish I'd had my camera that night, just to get the sound of that thing on video. If you can imagine being here when all of these trees are completely green and there's, it's a thick woods, and also dusk. And then of course the storm was coming in from that way over there. But now look how far down you can go on this beach. It used to be that you could only get like right about here, kind of right about there. But now you can, if not for it being all soft and soggy, you can walk right down to the water's edge. Oh, there he goes down there. I gotta go that way. So, anyway, that's the woods right there. And you don't know how I wish I'd had my camera that night. It's one of those things you don't think about. Usually I carry a camera in case we catch big fish or something like that. I can take a picture of it, but I didn't have it with me. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off and cast out a few times and see what's going on out there. But you can see how, look at this. This is what they're doing to create that marina. They just drain the lake way down. So, that is it. I hope that's him. I don't want to walk all the way over here for a stranger. So, anyway, there's that woods.